Hey folks, good morning. Today is April 25th. My name is Phil Swanson, and welcome to the Listening Booth, episode number 50. 50. I guess that's something, huh? To get this far? 50. It's quite a bit, I'd guess, and I'm still doing it. 50 in many different configurations. I mean, when I first started this live, it wasn't called the Listening Booth. I forget what it was called, but I did. There were so many configurations I can't even remember, but somehow I got to 50. So, in celebration of that, I thought that for today's episode, I would do mostly original songs. Usually, the content of this live stream is a mix of originals and covers that I kind of put my own stamp on. And I talk about the songs and I talk about the songwriting process of the originals and all that kind of stuff. Um, but for today, I thought I would do some originals, which some are older than others. Some were just released to the public over the past year. Some a little bit further release date wise, older, and some that are coming up, which are going to soon be released. So, welcome spring, folks. It's warm out here in New Jersey, or it's getting warm. I think it's supposed to be in the 80s today. So, excited about that. Definitely excited about that. So we're going to get right to the music. Where's my guitar? Ah, it's hiding from me. So I also have to mention that this is a new time for me in the mornings. Usually I do these live streams in the evenings. Um, but the reason I'm trying a different time is the last live stream I did, which was about a month ago, episode number 49. Um, I had on a Thursday evening, and I was interrupted halfway through because I lost my internet connection. And through all the trying to get reconnected again, I just decided to stop. I was about halfway through the live stream, so I sent a little note out that this was going to be in two parts, and I would do the rest later. So the next morning I get up and I realize, you know what, I'm going to do it today. Why not? So it was a Friday, and I probably went live at like 10 or 10:30 in the morning, and it just felt to me. I was saying this to a friend of mine that I just felt so much fresher, and it just seemed to go. I mean, I always think they go okay, but I just thought that went really well. So I thought I would try a different time. So here we are on a Friday morning at 11 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in if you're out there. If you are listening right now, please let me know how it sounds. I don't wear headphones for these because they're way too cumbersome. I have some friends who do live streams that put the headphones on, and I don't know, I don't like it. But anyway, let me know how it sounds. You never know. First song I'm going to do, this is a song of mine that I wrote back in 2020. I guess it was during the pandemic, actually. It's called If She Could Just Remember Why. It's kind of a character sketch. It's something I've never done before. The main character in this song is an aging actress who is suffering from the onset of Alzheimer's disease. Don't ask me how this subject popped up to me, that I wrote a song about it. I mean, I have been touched by, you know, members of my extended family that, older folks that ended up with Alzheimer's or some form of it, some form of dementia. But in thinking about it, I thought, I mean, it's horrible for anyone who it has. They call it the slow death because you basically all your memories get erased from your hard drive, if we're to call it that. And I thought, what a horrible thing for someone who's like an actress or an actor on the stage to happen. To not be able to differentiate what is reality and what is not reality. I thought it would be kind of an interesting thing to write about. So I wrote this song, and this song is going to be my next single, actually. We are currently working on mixing it, and so stay tuned for that. I hope to have it out to the general public on Spotify and all streaming services. Going to release it digitally only for now. Hopefully within the next month, this summer, it'll definitely be released. So if she could just remember why. Here we go. so well hidden in a jar upon the shelf, locked away from the light and the slow parade of days, all her secrets out of sight. Every day's a new performance. She's a leading lady on this stage. But if you get too close, feel the bite of bitter cold, her soliloquy of pain. When she falls asleep at night, she dreams. Her memories are shadows, locked away inside a box. Tried and tried, bring them to the light. Arthritic fingers struggle with the lies. Familiar melody upon the wind, conversation long ago. The taste of wine, smell of flowers in the spring. She can't remember where to go. When she's all alone, she walks down to the park to feed the bird. It reminds her of a photograph, or was it something she observed? When she falls asleep at night, she dreams. When she's all alone, she walks down to the park to feed the birds. It reminds her of an old dear friend, or was it something that she heard? When she falls asleep at night, she dreams that she can spread these old torn wings, learn to fly. Spread these old torn wings, learn to fly. Spread these old torn wings, learn to fly. She could just remember why these tears keep falling from her eyes. She could just remember why. If she could just remember why. If she could just remember why. If she could just remember. If she could just. If she could. She could just remember why. She could just remember why. So that's the new single, going to be released sometime this summer, most likely. We're in the mixing stage, which can take a while, but I'll let you know when the release date is definitely set and coming up. But take a listen to it, because when I do these live streams, you're hearing pretty rough versions of songs. Not rough, but the versions of the songs in what they were like in their infancy, because it's only me and an acoustic guitar. And usually when I put music out, it's pretty produced with a full band behind me and everything. So I think it makes it more interesting. Hey, Doug. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot, Doug. Yeah, that's what I thought. This new time, I thought it'll be interesting to see. I always get a handful of listeners that listen live, but the bulk of listeners listen after I go off the air, so to speak. I get quite a few listeners that listen over a period of a few weeks, so that's cool. Off the air, you're talking to an ex-DJ here, so that's why I talk that way, I guess. But anyway, so that's if she could just remember why. Okay, let's move on to another original. This is a song that was on, put this young lady back here. This was a song that was on my first record, which I put out in 2017, entitled Kicking Up Stones. Here it is, right here. If you want a physical copy of it, you can go on my website and order one, and I'll get it out to you right away. But anyway, that was my first CD back in 2017. And this is a song from it called Call Me Friend. You can also listen to it it's on all the streaming services. Spotify, all that kind of stuff. Just give me a second here. It's a song about friendship, basically. Song about how I've always felt that friendship really is family. I mean, I think just about most people have a couple really close friends that you've been friends with for decades and decades and decades and decades. True friendship lasts a very long time, and this is basically about that type of friendship that lasts a long time through good and bad, that really becomes family. So this is Call Me Friend. Sun shines through broken glass, reflecting off a life, walking on the edge of a knife. Wind speaking through the trees, whispering your secrets, tell us of the life we're meant to lead. Love, the path that's hard to find. We stumble in the dark, searching for the key to our hearts. can choose who we love. We can build a bridge. And in the moments when we're weak, wrapped up in our sin, take a second look at who's standing right by your side. When your intentions aren't your best and you're leaving this world behind, well, you can call me friend. Rain flowing down like tears, wash away the pain from the world that tells us not to feel. Touch the sharp edge of the blade. We stripped emotions bare. You numb and all you feel is rage. See the rising of the sun, the truth, the light, the promise made to everyone. Can't choose who we love. We can build a bridge. And in the moments when we're weak, wrapped up in our sin, take a second look at who's standing right by your side. When your intentions aren't your best and you're leaving this world behind, well, you can call me friend. Yeah, you can call me friend. Call me friend. By the way, wrote that song December of 2013. A lot of the songs on that first record were written over a long period of time. But the second record, Transmissions from a Heart, were much more... There were a couple of them that were older that I had left off the first record, but they were much more recent. Okay. Switching guitars a lot because I tend to write in different tunings, especially a lot of the older songs. Not two different tunings. Basically, I've written in standard tuning and open E tuning, which for you guitarists out there, I just tune. This is the guitar I usually use for open tunings. It's just easy when I'm performing that I don't have to retune guitars constantly. But I keep, for the open E songs, I keep that tuned to open D, and I just capo it up to get to open E. So, okay, this next song, another original. This is my most recent single. Back in November of last year, of 24, I released a song called Better Walk, Don't Run digitally on multitude of streaming services. Why only digital, you ask? After the last CD, I just decided I had a large backlog of songs that I really wanted to record and get released, but I didn't want to take the huge amounts of time it takes to put a CD out. Record all the songs and go through all the mixing and mastering of them and the tweaking of them and everything. And I just wanted to concentrate on one song at a time. When it's done, release it digitally. Maybe someday in the future, if I have a whole bunch that I've released digitally, maybe I'll put them on a CD and make it available. But I just thought, in today's fast-paced technology, not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, just saying, I just think it's more advantageous to release them as I finish them. So I released this one, and once again you're hearing a very stripped down, kind of the original thought process of this song. Better Walk, Don't Run. Wrote this back in, actually this is one of those songs where, and those of you that write songs or write anything, there's a process to it. Some songs come about very quickly, and they almost seem to be dropped in your lap. I've had a few of those where I've written a song in 20 minutes and I haven't touched it after that. And I've written songs that, this one is kind of that, in that I started writing this song in 2021. And finished it in 2023. Wrote the song, and then when I got around to recording it, I have a good friend of mine that I recorded his studio, Mike Lazinski. And a lot of times, I'll bring Mike a song, and we'll work on it together. And sometimes he adds stuff to it that I hadn't have thought of. And he's a really talented songwriting partner. In fact, this song is a joint effort between the two of us. I brought him the song, and he added a bunch to it, some ideas to it that I thought were great ideas, and it was only fair to give him a credit as one of the songwriters of the song. It's called Better Walk, Don't Run. Once again, check it out on Spotify or whatever streaming service you peruse. Let's see, where can I put this pick? Because the version that you'll hear, this song has a lot in it. You really should check out and compare the two, the one you're about to hear and the finished studio version. Because there's a lot of different parts in this song, and I do my best solo to represent them. But anyway, this is Better Walk, Don't Run. All winter long, chill to the bone, thoughts of you drifting through the air, passing time, a moment shared, miles to go, life lay bare, miles to go, a life lay bare. winter sun, cold and orange in the setting sky, turns my thoughts, mingled in the air, begin to rise. The passing time, moment shared, now viewed through milky glass. All the miles we've seen between us and the territory still to come. Better walk, don't run. The weather's changed. Smiles were sunny days, tears were storms. Try to keep in step, anticipate the change in the rhythm and the rhyme. Come walk with me. More to this story when we turn the page. All the miles we've logged between us and the territory is still to come. Better walk, don't run. Smiling faces and laughing eyes, memory merry-go-round, moving pictures in my mind. I can still hear the sound. Oh. This setting sun promise that tomorrow brings a brand new day. And in the morning lights, gather up our memories, pictures on display. Hear it in the wind, sound of laughing children. You turn to me and smile. Every challenge, every burden, together towards the rising sun. Better walk, don't run. Better walk, don't run. Come walk with me. Better walk, don't run. Better walk, better walk. Better walk, don't run. Better walk, don't run. So please check out the full band version on your favorite streaming service, because it's a big long jam at the end of that song with a big band behind me, and it's really cool. It's real. I'm very pleased with it. Lots of different musicians on it, some Nashville cats on it and everything, and really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, so as I do just about every episode of the listening booth, I've got a couple segments that I do. The first of which is, what's that noise? Where I talk about what I'm currently listening to, music-wise. And I've really been listening to a lot of this particular artist. His name is Andrew Bird. I got turned on to Andrew Bird years ago. I don't know how. Maybe in my connection with Wilco is my favorite band. And I think he's associated with them in some respects. He toured with them early on, um, recorded in their loft studio in Chicago. And several of the members of Wilco have been on some of his albums. But he's really interesting. He's a very different artist. He's a violinist, also plays a guitar, and also is an accomplished whistler. Very good whistler, I must say. He whistles in all of a lot of his songs, but he's got a bunch of albums out there. Some of my favorites are Noble Beast, which is kind of old. It's back in the early 2000s, I guess. Really interesting. His music is extremely melodic, excellent songwriter, really good voice, and the adding on of the violin. A lot of times he strums the violin or picks it sometimes, besides the normal, bow playing of it. But and he's a real wordsmith. He puts words together, just blow my mind. You know, song titles that he makes up words for song titles. Like there's a song on here called "A Non-Animal," a non-animal, as one word. Anonimal, a non-animal. Fits and the Dizzy Spells is another song. Master Swarm. Tenuousness. Interesting word. So, Noble Beast is an album I would recommend. This is an older one that I just got turned on to. Andrew Byrne and the Mysterious Production of Eggs. Another really good, well-produced stuff, too. Really well-produced. One of his more recent ones, during the pandemic, he put 2 albums out called Outside Problems. This is Outside Problems. And it's regular songs, words and music. And then he put another one out around the same time called Inside Problems. That was all instrumental music, which was really interesting. So check him out. He's recently been touring. Last year he toured with Sam Beam of Iron and Wine. They somehow became friends, and they've been touring a lot together recently. But Iron and Wine is another band that I really like a lot. It's not really a band, it's Sam Beam, although he puts a band together when he tours. But okay, so that's what I'm listening to. What's that noise? What am I reading? I was recently up in Maine. My daughter is graduating from a college up in Maine in a couple of weeks. We officially are done with tuition payments. We paid our last tuition payment back in December, so yahoo! 12 straight, pretty much 12 or more straight years of tuition payments. Glad that it's over. But she's graduating, and we go up there a lot. Maine is one of our favorite destinations in the country. It's beautiful. Absolutely devastatingly beautiful country up there. A lot of it's still untouched, thank God, and let's hope it stays that way. But I'm a big Henry David Thoreau fan. I am. I guess you would call me a Thoreauvian, a Thoreauist, whatever you want to call it. I got turned on to Henry David Thoreau when I graduated from college. I read this book called Heaven is Under Our Feet, which was a bunch of people in the entertainment industry. It was edited by Don Henley of the Eagles, and also a Thoreauist, Thoreauvian. But it was a collection of essays on how Thoreau has influenced their work, their art, their lives. That's how I got introduced to Henry David Thoreau. Have read Walden, have read Cape Cod, have read The Maine Woods, have read a lot of stuff, and have read a lot of books by other authors about Thoreau. So he just interests me quite a bit. This is a book I recently picked up in Maine at a bookstore up there called Elements that I like a lot, that we frequent. This is called Now Comes Good Sailing, which was apparently the last sentence that Thoreau uttered on his deathbed. He died of tuberculosis. Last sentence he said was, "Now comes good sailing." I hope so. That would be nice. But anyway, this is other writers reflecting on Henry David Thoreau. Different aspects of his life. A lot of people that aren't educated in Thoreau and what he actually, yes, he was part of, and a big part of, the transcendentalist movement back in the post-Civil War United States, along with Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, along with Ralph Waldo Emerson. In fact, Emerson and Thoreau were very good friends. They lived within a few miles of each other. A lot of people think he was a hermit. He wasn't a hermit at all. He loved being around people. He chose, the famous time in his life, the 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days that he was in solitude on the banks of Walden Pond, and how he wrote Walden were caused by his brother dying, actually. He was very close to his brother. His brother died in his arms of lockjaw, and he went into seclusion to deal with it, to try to figure out, when a family member dies, it can be a pretty devastating thing. And he went into seclusion, at least in my opinion, and from what I've read of other people, to deal with it and try to figure out who he was, because his brother was such a big part of his life. And he chose nature to figure that out, and it changed his life. He was a big influence on the civil rights movement, on Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., lots of great leaders who he was his whole, he wrote Civil Disobedience, which was a huge influence on both of those men. But anyway, this is a really interesting book. This is other writers writing on his influence on their lives, different aspects of his life. He was a very deep man, very interesting man. So I'm really enjoying this book. I'm only about a quarter of the way through it, but it's really good. I'm really liking it. So anyway, those are my segments for today. So let's get back to the music. This next one is another one from my more recent full-length album, Transmissions from a Heart. There it is. Good friend of mine from college, Mo Collins, designed the cover. I came up with the idea, gave her the idea. She drew it. Very talented artist. She might have a web page, I don't know, but she's very talented. Linger is on this. Once again, this is available on my website if you'd like to order it, or you can also stream it. This is a song that anytime I play live, I play this song. It's always a big favorite. People seem to like it. It's a song about losing. It's a song about loss. It's a song about missing someone after they're gone, whether that loss is from death, whether it's loss of a friend, loss of a lover, loss of someone that you knew at one time and they're no longer in your life for whatever reason. It's a song about missing them. I wrote this song back in 2016. So I actually had this song when I recorded the first record. But what I did with the first record, it was the first time I had ever recorded my music. So I drew a line in the sand somewhere. We were recording songs and I stopped at 9 because I didn't want the album to take forever and ever and ever. So we drew the line at 9 songs, and this song didn't get gotten to. But it did on the next album, so this is Linger. Jewel rising in the east, gentle breeze, kind of peace. Hope and mystery combined reminds me of your eyes. Lonely walks upon the sand, reaching out to touch your hand. Nothing there but empty space, spirit undefined. Miss your gentle smile, how we used to laugh at ourselves. Wish we had just a little more time. I'd ask you to stay. Linger just a little while. Just a little while. Can't sleep late at night. Memories flash in the TV lights. Sharing conversation only in my mind. And as I rise in the new day, birds won't sing 'cause you're away. I hear your favorite song, see your face. Miss your gentle smile, how we used to laugh at ourselves. Wish we had just a little more time. I'd ask you to stay. Linger. Since you're gone, I walk this lonely road, sharing with the silent moon. Once in time you filled me up with song. Now I'm always out of tune. Miss your gentle smile, how we used to laugh at ourselves. Wish we had just a little more time. Ask you to stay. Wish we had a little smile, how we used to laugh at ourselves. Wish we had just a little more time. I'd ask you to stay. Linger just a little while. Just a little while. Just a little while. Linger. Don't you hate when one of those little things pops up on your computer? Right in the middle of something? But anyway, Linger. From Transmissions from the Heart, from A Heart album. Take a listen to it because it's got a really interesting arrangement. There's a saxophone in it and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay. Been playing all originals, going to play a cover now. I chose a couple covers that I really like, that I really enjoy playing, and that when I do play live, I usually play, at least this next one, I play it quite a bit. This is a song by Dave Matthews Band. One of my favorite, I like the Dave Matthews Band a lot. Never seen him live. One of the bands that I really would like to see live. But anyway, this is from Dave Matthews Band album from 2012 called Away from the World. And I think it's a real poignant song, especially in today's society. especially in the rather chaotic and caustic political climate that we find ourselves in. Troublesome times. Can't remember a time, not in my life at least, that it was so chaotic and lots of stupid things going on. This seems to speak to that. It's a song called Mercy. Give up, know that you can see all the world, the mess that we're making. Can give up and hope that God will intercede. So come on back, imagine that we could get it together. Stand up for what we need to be. 'Cause crying won't save or feed a hungry child. Can't lay down and wait for some miracle to change things. So lift up your eyes, lift up your heart. Let's sing it. Mercy, will we overcome this? One by one, could we turn it around? Maybe carry on just a little bit longer, and I'll try to give you what you need. Me and you and you, just wanna be free, yeah. But you see, all the world is just as we made it. Till we get a new world, I just gotta say, love is not a whisper or a weakness. No, no, love is strong. So we gotta get together, yeah. Gotta get, we gotta get, we gotta get. There's no reason to fight. And mercy, will we overcome this? One by one, could we turn it around and maybe carry on just a little bit longer? And I wanna give you what you need. What you need is love, 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 love. Lift up your heart, lift up your mind. Mercy, will we overcome this? Have we gone too far? Turn it around. Do we ask too much to be a little bit stronger? And I'll try to give you, oh, we'll see what will become of us. One by one, could we turn it around? Maybe carry on just a little bit longer, and I'll try to give you, I wanna give you what you need. What you need is love, sweet love, 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 yeah. So lift up your heart, lift up your mind. Dave Matthews, Mercy. All right. All right, another cover. Another cover. breaking out the little baby guitar for this one. This is a song written by Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam. This he put out on in 2007. He did the soundtrack to the movie Into the Wild, which was the story of Chris McCandless. Went into the wilderness of Alaska, trying to figure out who he was. I guess kind of Thoreauvian in a way, right? Great movie. If you haven't seen Into the Wild, you really should see it. Read the book. Please read the book first, Into the Wild, by John Krakauer. I read the book first and was fascinated by it. And then the movie came out later. It was produced by, what's his name? He played Spignoli in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I'm drawing a blank. But Eddie Vedder did the music to the motion picture. Sometimes they say that in advertising music to a film. Sometimes they say music from the motion picture Into the Wild, or soundtrack. I don't know what the difference is, but I've noticed recently that it's advertised both ways depending on the movie. The soundtrack to, or music from the motion picture. So anyway, Eddie Vedder wrote all. Sean Penn is the one who produced it. The actor Sean Penn produced and directed the film Into the Wild. But Eddie Vedder wrote all the music to it. It's a really good album, really good soundtrack. And this is one of my favorite songs from it. It's called Rise. Is the way of the world, you never know. Just where to put all your faith, and how will it grow? Gonna rise up, burning black holes in dark memories. Up, turn my mistakes into gold. Such is the passage of time, too fast to hold. Suddenly swallowed by signs, lo and behold. Gonna rise up, find my direction magnetically. Up, throw down my ace in the hole. Gonna rise up, burning black holes in dark memory. Gonna rise up, throw down my ace You should check that album out because it's really good. Into the Wild. All right. And we come to the final song of the morning. And it's just about, we're just a couple minutes before noon. How about that? That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good timing. This is another original tune. This is a song that is in the recording process right now. We've got basic acoustic track down. And it's kind of sitting there waiting for us as we finish up. If she could just remember why. But this is going to be, after that one, this is going to be the next song that will be released. It's called Shield Me. Wrote this song a while ago. Wrote this song back in 2015. And it was always one of those songs that I liked it, but there was just something missing from it. And I didn't play it a lot because it was a hard song to really get the feel, to really play live well, you know. Very syncopated song. But I have played it live quite frequently. But finally when I decided, you know, I played it for Mike, and he liked it. And we worked on it together and wrote a whole nother bridge for it. It used to be just verse, chorus, and between the two of us, we wrote a bridge for it. And I think it made the song. Really, really did. So hopefully I can successfully play it for you today. Let's try it, shall we? This is called Shield Me. It's the only lie, what we're used to, push and pull against the light. The only lie we're bought into, giving up without a fight. Differences collide, questioning what's right. There's a lie walking out that door, asking you to shield me from the darkness and the fear. Shield me from this rain of tears. Show me a love that lights the way. Walk with me into a sunlit day. Shield me. Such a sad life, what I'm seeing. You're lonely all the time. You wanna knock down what they're giving, breaking out and leaving town. Still you toe the line. counting off the years like a clock in your mind, deserving so much more. And all you're asking is shield me, darkness and the fear. Shield me from this rain of tears. Show me a love that lights the way. Walk with me into a sunlit day. Shield me. Shield me. Now the truth is shown the door. The crowd is on its feet, screaming for more. Balance and justice, freedom and grace, personal dignity and the choices we make. The choices we make. The choices we make. Try to find our way. The balance between love and losing the race, but we stumble at the gate. Always asking, shield me from the darkness and the fear. Shield me from this rain of tears. Show me a love that lights the way. Walk with me into a brighter day. Shield me. Oh, oh, oh. Shield me. Shield me from the darkness and the fear, from this rain of tears. Shield me. Shield me. Shield me. Shield me. All right, folks. That's all I got for today. So, once again, thank you for listening. Give me a minute here. That song's a tough one to sing, and it always kind of, if I save it for too late in the set, it kind of shreds my vocal cords. Very syncopated, but and I probably played it a bit too fast, but that's it. Hey folks, thanks a lot for tuning in this morning. It's always a pleasure to play music for you. Please be kind to each other out there, folks. I hope you have a great weekend coming up. Today is Friday, anyway, right? The weekend is upon us. I'll be live for episode 51 in about a month's time, but you'll see, I'll put a message out there. Until then, folks, take care. Be kind to each other. God bless. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.